Trump is saying what many American people are thinking. The message is the American people are fed up.
He speaks the truth. When he talks about especially immigration control and the border, he doesn't care what people think.
Unchoreographed. He is honest.
I like his roughness and little Reagan-esque.
He's not a politician.
He's not going to be, like he said, I won't be bought off.
Trump is a threat.
Yep.
Because he doesn't fit in the same box all the other Republicans are in.
He's like one of us. He may be a millionaire, which separates him from everybody else. But besides the money issue, he's still in tune with what everybody is wanting.
Well, I'm a big fan of Donald Trump because I believe in bold, aggressive, unapologetic truth, logic, and common sense. Donald Trump represents that. And academia does not, the government does not, and most of the media does not.
Who do you think will win presidential race in 2016?
I'm going to go with Donald Trump.
Do you like him?
Yeah, I mean, he's real. That's what we need.
Trump, who I have to say for the record, is a good family man. Your kids are a good sort of reflection of what kind of parent you are. I believe Donald Trump is a good man. I think he's smarter and better. He's in it to win it. What you see on The Apprentice and the Donald Trump that I know and the Donald Trump perhaps that you see is a real guy. He doesn't act. Politicians get up there and act. I think people are reacting to his brazen, unapologetic, just sort of unedited, it's Donald Trump talking. This is his own man. He doesn't care what Privacy or anybody else has to say. He's saying, look, this is what I believe in. So,
who do you think will win presidential race in 2016?
Oh, I'm kind of thinking Trump, man.
Trump?
Yeah, it was good at running a business. And
what Trump is being able to do is put the message in a popular way, as crude or as unpoetic as it may seem.
There's something very attractive about this race because you have people that are from outside the arena, from outside politics, and you have people from within. Okay. And so people now, the mass, has a choice of do they want to go with someone that is a political hack and that is an insider, that's just climbing the ladder of politics. I know that when I ran for governor, people really felt it was refreshing to have someone that it was not the typical politician. Okay. And that we have all the experience right now in Washington, but they have screwed up the country miserably. I like Trump. I love Donald Trump.
Do you?
I love Trump.
Why do you love Donald Trump?
I like Donald Trump. He's bold. He's brash.
It irks me that we see that this rep, Gutierrez, is assuming that because we're Latino or Latina that we are Democrat or we're immediately going to vote for Obama or vote against Trump or we're going to immediately go with Hillary all because we're Hispanic and we're no, stop speaking for us.
A lot of things that he said is true.
Wow.
The Mexican border. And,
you're Hispanic and you're saying that. Are you
Hispanic.
sure? Wow.
Yes, I'm sure.
Well, I'm also a Latino, older than Mr. Pitbull, more patriotic than Jorge Ramos, who holds dual citizenship, and that angers me in and of itself. So, with respect to Mr. Pitbull, he identifies as a Latino, not as an American. I identify first as an American, then as a Latino, making sure that we have an opportunity for jobs for all Americans, and that cannot happen as long as you have an open border. And it is a fact that there are many illegal aliens who have come over the border and have committed acts of murder, rape, and other forms of violence. And so when I hear Jorge Ramos harping on about Donald Trump, all I can think of is how I wish that Jorge Ramos would go back to Mexico.
It's Donald Trump reporting for jury duty.
We'll see what happens. I was sent a notice. We have to do it.
He pulled up to the New York State Supreme Court this morning in a stretch limo and seemed enthusiastic about fulfilling his civic duty.
Willie, are you a Trump?
Oh, I love Trump. How can you not love Trump? The way he talks, it does resonate to people because he sounds like a real guy. Yes, he says misstatements, but he sounds like a real person, and he's angry, and it is tapping into a lot of the people I know. They're listening to this going, hey, he's making more sense than just the glossed over politician.
But would you vote for him for president?
As opposed to Hillary? Yeah, well, I mean,
Okay.
he's a business guy. I'm a business guy. I'm with Bobby Jindal. I like Bobby. He's the governor of my state. But to me, Trump makes a lot of sense, And
He said he'll put a wall down on the southern border. When you talk about common sense, that's the common sense thing to do. I think he's a successful person. He's successful. I want to be a billionaire.
How can I begrudge him that? He worked hard.
Tell me what you think a Trump presidency would look like.
Classy.
It will be nice to see that debt clock start going the opposite way.
I think we could be a proud America again.
To the American people, it would be a presidency of hope.
I think that this is the proper time to call the Obama administration for failure to enforce immigration laws, and Donald Trump is on that agenda. He's doing a good job, and I support his efforts.
Because he's really smart, he's charismatic. I think he'd make a great president.
He was a guy who was able to accomplish fantastic things all over the world. Why do you think that he's so popular right now? Because people are nauseous from politicians who keep making speeches and get nothing done. And they know that with this guy, at least he's going to do something.
I'm Hispanic and I vote for Mr. Trump. We vote for Mr. Trump. Yes, Mr. Trump. We love you. We love you. All the way to the White House.
I swear to you, I think she's totally beautiful and great. I never met her before, I swear.
People no longer trust the career politicians, no longer trust the status quo because they've screwed it up so bad.
I don't care what his actual positions are. I don't care if he says the wrong thing. He says what's on his mind. Trump is the best thing to happen to politics in a long, long time.
People are just sick and tired of politicians, meaning that they like the idea of a successful businessman running the country who might actually be able to get shit done.
So you're a supporter of Donald?
Yes, I am.
Why?
Well, because I think he has authenticity about him. He's something that resonates.
Trump offers you a dynamic vision of getting things done. He doesn't get mired down. People are sick of Washington policy talk. There's a country looking for something very, very different.
He doesn't seem to be afraid of anything, especially the one thing that every other Republican is terrified of, namely, Donald Trump doesn't seem to give a damn about what the news media, late-night comedians, or hip-hop artists think about him. It kind of makes him immune, doesn't it? But Donald Trump knows how to negotiate, and he knows how to run a large organization. He knows what money is, where it comes from, and how to make more of it, rather than redistributing other people's in exchange for their vote. I give him credit for all these things.
I'm running for president. Everyday Americans need a champion, and I want to be that champion. I'm hitting the road to earn your vote, and I hope you'll join me on this journey.
Dennis Rodman has endorsed Donald Trump for president.
He's got a structure all in place. Donald does. You can't discount him.
You have been called a diehard Democrat.
You know what? Donald Trump has an authentic problem. He's too real. The man has major, major skills that he can offer, and instead, we're trying to figure out what tabloid headline to come up with next week for Donald Trump. He's cool. He's calm. He's got his New York swag. And you know what? We need a little of that in your face. He knows how to negotiate on an international stage. Donald Trump is hiring the best policy analyst that money can buy. He's being advised by the best.
Finance your own campaign? Would you finance your own campaign? I would do, yes. I would self-fund. I don't need anybody's money. I don't need money from lobbyists.
To Scott Martin, who says that is Donald Trump's biggest asset. He has already bought and paid for himself.
And I think more importantly, is not going to give in to the special interest groups, the lobbyists. Hey, Ford Motors, American companies. He's not going to give in to foreign countries. So that may be the message as far as what a true candidate could stand for. And his acumen in the private sector is exactly what this country needs.
Donald Trump is saying that it's ridiculous not to pass that kind of repatriation. And you could very easily. Forget tax overhaul. Trump is saying that.
He's the only candidate that's speaking the truth, and people don't like the truth. They want to slam this guy. What's wrong with closing down our borders? What's wrong with that? It's driving our workforce wages down, and I'm a Teamster. It's driving the wages down. It's not helping.
I enjoyed the hell out of him. Just all the stuff the guy's been saying. I hope more politicians are at least say what they're thinking. Right.
I love when they were going like, yeah, you said all this sexist stuff about women. You said this about women. You said that about women. You said this. And he goes, no, I said that about Rosie O'Donnell. And then they laughed, and they're like, no, you said it about other women too. And he goes, hey, you're probably right. And then it was just over. That's all you
See,
got.
because Fox News hosted the debate, they believe they could bring down the Don a few notches down in the polls. They want their guy, the annoying Bush, to win, so they thought by insulting Trump in every question, they can make people come to their side. They're used to being able to control elections and the candidates' reputations. Trump didn't fall into that trap because he's a businessman. He knows the tricks, and he knows how to appear powerful and spin it.
Well, I just want to let everybody know that not all Latinos are blind, okay? And the media doesn't say the truth. They don't say the truth. They don't.
Yes. You know, he tells it like it is. He's real.
He's very real.
You know, Donald Trump is running for president now, and I always knew that he would eventually if the country started going south, because I get so much backlash for supporting Donald Trump, and he has an incentive to make sure that the country is actually going in the right direction and becomes a profitable powerhouse that it was before, and a great place to do business, a great place to make your dreams come true, and so forth. So I like a lot of the things that he's talking about. I don't think he's a racist, and I just want to kind of get into it now.
The thing about Trump is this. He has told the truth.
And what are you angry about? You're angry that you're not being heard and he's speaking for you? Or
no, I'm angry because we have been being lied to.
Who? By whom?
By the current group of politicians.
Okay.
They have been
Donald Trump will be the next U.S. president.